Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We're starting off in Aylsham today as we have our second tram line to put in there. And that should hopefully help with the competition versus the cars. Yeah, people still using their cars. We're sat at the station. The train we were riding at the end of the previous episode is back behind us on our way here to the station. And we should see the two trains cross over each other, depending on how long it takes, because I do want to get cracking today. Especially larger airports, I'd like to get those up and running. It's going to be an interesting one. I know you can have multiple runways on them. Not sure how they work, I haven't actually used them. So that'll be something new for me as well. Where's our trains? Are you coming? The only comment I saw with regards to how we set up the two tram lines was two separate lines. I'm going to assume wobbly. That's opposed to two lines running as a loop. And instead two lines running direct, even though they go to the same stations. A little thing to tidy up once we've got the trams on the number 2 line that runs on the southern side of Aylsham. We've got to change the route of the number 1 so that it goes around the back. I'm not sure that's needed now, but we may as well make use of that new line. It could help spread out some of the passengers as well, as they sort of intersect for a little bit. I can see, I think, some steam in the distance. There we go. Our train is on the way. Beautiful. That means our other one should be round here. There we go. Is that our express or is that the local service? I think it's the local service. I've been informed, brown coaches, that would have been running along the East Coast Main Line, or LNER. LNER. It's always fun to say. I don't know why I can't say that easily. But anyway, yes, so very apt, aren't they, for a Scotsman? It's almost legit. We have fairly accurate coaches, even though I believe they're European, right? Mainland Europe, these coaches. Anyhow, we've got lots to do, haven't we, today? Well, let's bring up the UI there. There's Aylsham, as you can see. Very, very, very busy stops here. This it isn't so much the demand from just this stop. It's more of the effect that we're full by the time we get here. And so it's got a knock-on effect all the way up the line. And the same would happen here, and no doubt here, as we're no longer keeping up with the very popular tram line that we've got running through town, which is understandable as traffic, considering that we've got a connection out of town here, is quite busy, isn't it? Yeah, so first things first, I am going to throw at least another tram on there. I'm not going to go overboard with it though, as no doubt it was just a case of us picking up too many. Now we have a bit of space on there, but not enough space. We've got 54 people waiting on that side of the street. Whether they're all trying to get to the station, maybe we could have a look at the layer, couldn't we? Not that one. That won't tell us anything that we want to know. There we go, that one there. We have 109 people total heading out of the city there to our train station. That's absolutely marvellous, isn't it? Brilliant. How many people we got waiting here? 55 waiting for the express. Are the expresses full? I would like to check that. That one isn't. What about the other one? This one here. In fact, keep that open. You are just reaching Risborough. So you're coming this way. You've got 93 people on. You're going to be picking up 55 there, and how many waiting to go from here. There's 26 there. Not full just yet. Although it's getting close, isn't it? What are the finances like for our express now? Is that just a train? We want the line really, don't we? Finances. Well, there you go. It's sorting itself out, isn't it? We're starting to make a profit on a regular basis. If you compare that to how we did start, we weren't making money at all. So things have turned around. That's lovely. Right, let's get these trams underway, and once we've got the other line running, we can shift this to run down here and have the number 2 deal with this stop here. We'll run it like this. I'll show you the line layout. Also, I do want to thank you all for your kind comments as well in the previous video. Very much appreciated by Erosay and myself. So thank you. Although I won't talk about it. No, as I want to keep these videos as an escape from reality. For myself. As well as hopefully for you guys as well. It's a little bit of entertainment. Light entertainment. Very light. Bit like our street. There we go. Segue. They're about to get busy with our trams though. That was the number 2 line. Yes. So let's get... we're going to buy a bunch because these days money isn't a problem. Is that a new one? Or is that one of the old ones? That's one of the old ones, isn't it? Yeah, 25 miles an hour. We're going to go with these again. And we'll colour them. I've got them a slightly darker orange. So we'll probably get them that colour as well. How many do we want? Should we just start with, say, 6 and go with that? I mean, 2.5 million. We've got over $500 million in the bank. We're not worrying about money. We'll get them all coloured the slightly darker orange. Perhaps that's it. You can barely see the difference, but you can see it just enough. Right, let's get you on the number 2, Aylsham Metro. Lovely. And now that we have that activated here, we should be able to change the line, and hopefully these 14 people will switch to taking the number 2 rather than the number 1 there. That's the plan. And we're going to divert the number 1 to go that way. Manage line. We'll add... Oh, that's interesting. Everything's orange, isn't it? Yeah, I forgot about the trucks as well are orange because they're delivering food. However, they're also the darker orange, the same as the 2 up there. So handy. Right. 3 is Albert Road. So after Albert Road, we actually want to be going, or before Albert Road, I should say. We actually want to be going there. So if we remove 2 and 12, which would be 2 and 11. If we do it this way round, it'll be a little easier. Get rid of 12, and get rid of 2, both of them King's Road. There we go, and then we'll redo that. It doesn't matter if they vaporized there, it's fine. And after Aylsham, we want to be stopping here first. We may add another stop just there as well. There go our number 2s using this little section of road here. I guess we'll leave that in. It'll do, wouldn't it? We could have it pretend that it's for depot access or diversions or whatnot. We did used to use them, so we'll use them still. That means after Albert Road, which is just here, we need to add the drive. That's a good name, isn't it? Lovely. And that should be that. They do a little dance here. We'll keep it like this, see how it does, see how busy the new line gets. And if it's fairly balanced, oh, there we go, we've got people spreading out. Isn't that fantastic already? We're also reaching a few more places, these ones over this side. Yeah, we may miss a few buildings over here, I don't know. We might cover everywhere now. Yeah, pretty much, right? I think that's about everywhere. Lovely. I like what they've done here. Got like a little triangle here. Isn't that wonderful, guys? Right, we'll check back up on that. It may have increased the growth of the town a little bit. I think we've got a decent amount on there. Let's see what we can see. Can we get both of them on screen? We've got one more on the online 1. I'm going to add the same amount. So, oh, actually, what are the frequencies? The frequency is slightly better, as expected, on the one. I think they're about the same length, aren't they? Roughly. Yeah, it looks like they're pretty evenly matched. So, we'll balance out the vehicles on both, and then we'll adjust as necessary after that point. Let's see what sort of frequencies that gives us. 63 versus 66. That'll do. I think we're good. We can move on and get an airport started. Let's just check on the scores. How are we doing? Let's bring this to the middle here. Destinations. We currently have 62% using our line versus using the roads. That's pretty good. I would usually be happy with over 50%. And over 60% is pretty impressive. If we can get that up to 3/4, I would say a bit of a stretch, but not a bad goal. We'll see how it does. Let's go and check the road usage here. People heading to Lee from Aylsham. Destinations layer. Let's find Lee. There we go. I guess we could have done Aylsham as well. We've got 16 versus 31 now. I think we win the internet there, don't we? There we go. We have an attractive option for our AI. I guess then, shall we improve the frequency of this? We've got 60 odd seconds over there, so we should get this roughly the same, shouldn't we? Or close as anyway. And then it means people can get to and from their houses without much waiting around at bus stops, as there'll be another tram coming behind them. We're at 80 seconds there. One more for luck. There we go. We'll get that one on there. Does that make it 6? Lovely. 67. That'll do. I guess we should match it up over here as well. There isn't really a reason to match up the frequencies, but if you aim for somewhere between 60 and 70 seconds for your local metros, it tends to help get them to and from their destinations once they arrive at your train stations, which means more money. I'm going to add a couple more on here, see what that does for the scores. 86 seconds. You know what? Since we can afford it, let's add another one on there. Yeah, I keep forgetting how much money we've got now. 500 million, and it's not going to slow down. And these won't lose you much money at all. We're talking a few thousand, maybe a year. Although this one is currently making us a profit. But if we go to the line itself, to the finances, ooh, goodness me. Didn't expect to see that. Bad example. Perhaps Aylsham would be a better example, because we had to throw quite a few on there. That's the 2. Yeah, the 1 heads that way now, doesn't it? Get into the line details. There we go. That's how I normally run my trams. Although the income is creeping up, isn't it? Yeah, quite a bit. Another benefit to having 2 lines running like this is it's going to spread the load a little bit at our stations here, so less overcrowding at each individual stop. And there we go. We've sorted all that out. The extra tram on the number 1 would have filtered this down a little bit, and then add to that anyone that would have been coming from here, yeah, from all these high rises, may choose to go to these stops now. So yes, perfect. We've lightened the load on all of our stops. That means people are going to be shifting to our train stations a lot quicker. We've got better throughput here as well. Shall we check up on that in a little bit and go for oh, quick, pause it. We have a plane just taking off there. Excellent. Shall we go for a large airport then? We're just going to delete this and put a big one in. There's no way to upgrade them. Confirm destruction. Is that what it said? Destruction? Maybe. Confirm something. Cargo airfield, passenger. We need these, don't we? Cargo airport. So it's airfield are the small ones, airport are the large ones. Bit of loading to be done. These are absolutely ginormous, aren't they? Goodness me. Oh, I've got to find a way to hook into here. Probably, can we do it back here somewhere? There we go. We can just get it linked in there. Well, that's much bigger, isn't it? We might, as well, add a little road down here and just finish it off a little bit. Should we go with this one? I kind of like this one. The city road. And then we can run this down the centre or down the side. Or down the centre, otherwise we run into that. Unless we can creep by. No, too close. That's fine. We'll go down here. We just have that as a little access road. Like that. Oh, you can connect there. I'm not sure what that's going to do. Might confuse them a little bit. Bit bumpy. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Are we up a little bit there or are we just down a little bit here? That makes no sense. Oh, I see. It is on a bit of a slope, isn't it? Just there. Let's get rid of that a second. I'm going to tidy this road up because I would like the T-junction nice and flat. And then we can go and wiggle our way round up the... up once we get past this. So we'll keep this nice and flat. Not really necessary. It wouldn't have mattered. It's only aesthetics. But I like to have my T-junctions on level ground if possible. And then we'll run this road up here. Nice and flat. And that should be better, shouldn't it? Like that. Let's change that to the city road, maybe? Actually, I sort of like the country road, like that. Yeah, and then we'll have the other stuff up here with the pavements and the lights and stuff. Yeah, it's just a little road up there. Right, let's not forget to put this stop back in, otherwise we'll have some issues. Does that fit there? That should do it, shouldn't it? There we go, just there. Beautiful. I don't think we've lost connection, have we? No, we've got the connection there. In fact, we're connected in all sorts of ways now. A little bit of official episode. Throw that right up. There we go. It doesn't need to be giant mountains, does it? No, giant hills. Especially where you would have been developing the area to get the airport in. Yeah, that's tidier. And satisfying. Very satisfying. Right, and around here where we've would have built a load of stuff. We can always add more ground though, thinking about it, if we can't fit the second runway in, which at some point during the series I'll no doubt call a platform. Habit. There we go, that's nice. Get all those potholes gone. Pleasant. Doesn't need to be full of potholes. I think I'm going to remove these trees though from the end of the runway. Assets, get the deletey one there. Nice and quick. Get some of them rocks gone as well. Yeah, let's get rid of some of these rocks. There's just too many. We'll say that we've broke them up and used them for building materials. Gone round and collected them. I will go around probably and keep doing that in places. There's just too many of them. And they're too evenly spaced, I find. There we go. Oh, grand, stop it. You'll be here all day. Get rid of those ones. Those as well. Still going. Can't help myself. See, these look fine, don't they, against the water? These ones just seem bizarrely spread out. And there we go. And then we'll go back to a little bit of official episode. Doesn't need to be perfectly smooth or flat, but we've got to make sure this is still part of the line, which I'm not sure. It is! There we go. We managed to replace it. Isn't that lovely? And they should just go from here now. We might have lost our goods, which is a little bit worrying, given how close we are to downgrading. I guess the flip side to that is we'll upgrade again. Right, that was somewhat the easy one, wasn't it? Because Worthing here, which is very busy at the moment, we'll let that play. Worthing is kind of in the hills a little bit, isn't it? It'll be fine. I think we can squeeze it in here. We'll have some sort of similar setup to what we got. No doubt we're going to change our flight path as well over this hill and these trees. But if that is the case, we'll lower it where we need to. And we'll bring that up back as a mountain because we can afford to. It does mean, guys, we get new planes today. No doubt we're going to lose our plastics here. It is plastics, yeah. It shouldn't take too long for them to load back up again. Do we have... let's just go to this. Manage line. Do we have wait until full? We do. So they will wait. It might ruin their spacing or help it, depending. We've just got to wait for this guy to take off. Where's the next plane? Nowhere near. Lovely. What's the line rate we've got at the moment? I read it as 105 then. Goodness me. That would have been impressive. 36. It was 72, wasn't it? That seems to fluctuate wildly. Right. Off you go. Perhaps we had a fly around at some point. We've only got, what, 6 on there? Yeah, we've only got 6 aircraft on there. That's not too many, is it? Right then. Let's get this built, shall we? Hopefully we do this as confirmed destruction. It is destruction. Look at that. Hopefully it goes as well as the other build. Ah, this is what I was saying. Don't know what that is. This is what I was saying about the terrain underneath the buildings you place remains the same, but where you've smoothed at the edges changes. That's fine though. We can get this in. I don't know what this is. It's a little worrying. Oh, okay. It's kind of a leftover texture. Very, very worrying. Hopefully it'll be okay. I'm not used to clicking on the this button. The airport button. Can we get you roughly where you were before? Streets, can we bring you down there? Will you go? Oh, it's beautiful if you go down there. Oh dear. Oh, I'm so happy, guys. That's fantastic, isn't it? Beautiful. Yeah, it makes it feel a little more realistic, doesn't it? Having an access road down there. I mean, we should have big warehouses and stuff. I guess we could take it all the way down the side there and do a little bit of painting later on. I do like that idea. Do I want you to drift off like that? I guess I didn't get that very straight, did I? That's alright. We'll straighten you up. Let's flatten it out and then it'll be a bit easier to figure out what we're doing. Because it should be all nice and level with the factory there. Give us a bit of ground where we were doing some earth moving. Get rid of all of that. We don't need that in there, do we? Same with this. We'll smooth it off in a little while. We do want kind of a little gap there, I think, at the side. And then we can smooth that down a little bit and make it a bit more of a gradual slope. Look at all this money we're spending. It's lovely. And I love the fact that we can just do it, even in hard mode. I mean, none of this is really necessary. Unless, like me, you like a little better visuals going on your maps. There we go. That's nice and tidy. Beautiful. Then we can get these sharp edges on the side gone. A little bit at the very least, anyway. Ah, that's tidier. Yeah, because otherwise you get this forced terrain going on. If we go across like that, we might be able to get rid of the obvious line that we've got in the terrain that the game puts in itself. Kind of step it up. There we go, like that. That should do. And then we can smooth it off, I'm hoping. And it will look like we just sat in here rather than cut into the terrain. That's tidier. We'll get rid of some of these trees again. We don't need those on the approach, do we? There we go. Lovely, just like that. I do like the delete asset brush. That is a major improvement over the original Transport Fever. Why I started going over here, I do not know. I did, and we'll run with it. I mean, I guess we could kind of paint this, couldn't we? Well, let's take the strength down. There we go. Can we just go over that? Well, not that much. Just go over the edge here so it's not all the dead grass. There we go. A little better, isn't it? And then we'll go over that one as well. But it's not all the same. Oh, it's a bit messy. We'll have to keep going now. Actually, bring that up too high. Drop that down a little bit. We do something like that. And then we get this one. Because if we use the delete tool, it'll just bring the dead grass back. Right. Get your terrain tool. Get rid of some of this. Edge. And I think we're in, guys. I'm hoping it hasn't done anything destructive to our line and we haven't lost any goods. If we do lose goods and production drops down, we'll wait for it to go back up again and we'll keep an eye on it. I'm sure we can get it back up there. Be absolutely fine, perhaps. There we go. It looks better down here than it does up there with the brush effect. It's close to what the game does in places. There we go. Perhaps I'll mess with that in between episodes. Probably more that grass then, isn't it, looking at it? Yeah, we'll just have it closer to that. There we go, that's better. Yeah. Beautiful. Guys, I think we're in. Lovely. Does that look too terrible? I think that's acceptable. We'll have to check the new flight plan for the planes. I don't think it will change for these ones, but we'll see. Do you still have goods on? Oh, thank goodness, guys. We didn't lose any of our plastics. Oh, that's important, isn't it? Oh, I noticed a road just here. What do we want this? We might as well change it, I guess, to a street. Let's get that upgraded just there. Why not? Finish it off for them. Do a bit of terrain tidying up around here. Now that we can afford it, I kind of left it before because money was tight, wasn't it? For a little while. We were constantly taking out loans, which is, I think, the best way to expand a business. Providing you're guaranteed a return, which in real life isn't always guaranteed, is it? But in a game, usually that is the case, providing you don't make a mess of the line and actually see to the demands. We've got a lot of space here. We might need to cut into this hill more and figure out what to do with a second runway if it's applicable. I like the lights down here. Look at that. It's beautiful. I love this. Well, there's our plastics again, so we're not going to miss out. We should go and look over here, since we're over this way. Did this upgrade? Goodness me, consumers. We should be taking 800. Should we then... Look at the state of that. It's just a pile of rust with an engine in it and some wheels slapped on. Yeah, that's possibly quite dangerous. Should we get the diesel running this? Otherwise, I don't really see where we're going to have it. The diesel, the no-hab thing that we get, whatever it's called, is more powerful. And we can swap over to the new cars as well. So we can go with like a straight replacement. Obviously, it runs faster too. Yeah. Let's do a little comparison. Do we still have that available, the A35? We do. It does 62. The new diesel does... It's 75, isn't it, if I can remember? Yeah, and nearly 2,000 brake horsepower versus 1.3. So that's going to be impressive. Increase in pulling power. Tractive effort, yeah, I think we're almost double. Not far off. Emissions are less. Yes, that would make sense. They're slightly less noisy than a steam engine, aren't they? And what about weight? The weight of the A35 is 107 tons versus 108 tons, about the same weight. So we just gain a like for like in weight, meaning we're just going to be oomph power. No hab, there it is. AA16. This is going to be our new loco over here. Did I colour this? I think I did. I had it in blue. Should we have it in blue? Oh, I kind of like the idea of it in blue. In fact, we had the whole thing, didn't we? But was it like a dark blue? It is, isn't it? It's like down here. Not that one. Is it this one? I think it's that one. That one looks nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, has it left some red in? Don't leave red in. Anyway, let's get some cargo on there. We'll match whatever we're carrying on this, which is 180. And then we'll go from there. Well, these are blue anyway, so we'll leave them their actual colour. It's kind of handy, isn't it? 180. Let's go with that and just see where that takes us. Lovely. Modify that. 16.4 million. Mediocre. Pleasant. We might be able to obviously get a few more on there. And we've gone over the edge. Oh, that looks lovely. Yes, I like that. Have we lost our... No, we didn't even lose our stuff. Ignore that bit for a little while. Let's go and take a look at our little... Well, not little diesel. It's a beefy diesel. Here we go. Little guy sitting in there. I love that. Oh, that's nice. Well, I like this weathered look on the whatever that is, steel maybe. That's fantastic. We'll have to see what sort of line rate we get on this. It's saying 402 at the moment, which would be impressive if that is the case. We've got to double that though, which is, I would say, doable. We might even be able to top and tail it. Possibly need to extend the platform a little more. Do we like that? I do. I think that's awesome. That's brilliant. It is quite American looking, isn't it? Yeah. It reminds me of the US and Canada and stuff. There's some of the locos that run down there. There we have it, guys. We have a new loco running that, but we are going to have to double that up. Well, I mean, we're just wasting potential money, aren't we? Income. Going to have to keep an eye on our planes. Oh, we have a plane in here. It might have ruined the rate of these. What we got at the moment? 35. Should we just replace them? We've got a bit of time in the video. We've only got 6 to replace, haven't we? It's not going to take long. No. And if we might be able to put more on. We're going to have to do the pause thing though. I really don't want to lose any of its goods, plastic or otherwise. There we go. Wants a hug. Let's see what the new one's like. Is it 6? 3. Yeah. Yep. We can go into, I believe, large. Yeah, we've got Lockheed Super Constellation L1049 and Lockheed Super Constellation L1049DH. What's the difference? One is passenger, one is a cargo plane. So this is our new one. 302 miles an hour with 22.4 thousand thrust. Versus, not that one, that one. Ooh, dear, oh dear. That's got some serious thrust, hasn't it? Weight, 31 tons versus 12. I mean, it's got to carry itself as well. And 18 on the capacity there. So, shall we get these in? I'm going to go for default. Oh dear, that's not pleasant. That's all right. It'll get out, wouldn't it? What are you doing there? Oh, is that how you're loading? Oh, that works, doesn't it? Oh, it goes over the top of our goods there. There we go. 4 engines, 4 propellers. Brilliant. And no doubt we're going to need to adjust that. Do we have some over this way then that are just coming in? We do. Are you coming in? Yeah, we can change another one there. That's 2 of them done. And then I'll go ahead and change the rest. Come on then. Come and get your hugs. Oh, we got another one coming in as well. That'll be a good portion of them done. Right, are you ready for your hugs? And we'll pause it. Oh, I can't click on the plane itself. There we go. Ooh, almost. One more. There we go. Manage vehicle. Get you changed for the Super Constellation. Beautiful. Get you loaded up with goodies, and away you go. I mean, I guess we could fast forward it. This looks cool though. I like that. Are you all done? You can go now. Oh, it opens at the back and the front. We'll look at them in more detail, I guess, next time out. Should we have a go on these? Have a fly in them for the end of the episode? Oh, I like these. Look, with the little cones in. It'd be awesome if these actually drove around doing stuff. Those little cones. They're brilliant. Right, in you come. Come and get your changeover done. I'm just going to go check over here. Do we have one coming in? Or at this airport? No, is this the one? That's our new one. It's just taking off there. I'm hoping that really boosts... Oh, we do have one there. Really boosts our throughput on these. Oh, I've lost the airport, guys. Panic. Panic. Quick, pause. Oh, you're just unloading. Look at that. Yeah, you're getting your hugs. Right. Pause that when you're done. Got it. Manage vehicle. Get you. Oh, one of those. We're nearly done, really, aren't we? Yeah, there we go. We've got that one. That's one of the ones we've changed. I think there's one in the middle somewhere, unfortunately. But perhaps they'll space themselves out. These have got a lot more grunt to them, haven't they? Flaps are down. Is that right? I'm not much of an aviation person. I should try Microsoft Flight Simulator. I have the what you call it, the pack thing, the Xbox thing. So I should try and fly a plane. I do remember playing the original flight simulators, and I was awful at landing. I could take off just fine. Doesn't help though, does it? Can't stay up there forever. Right, hugs have been had. Let's get you on with one of those. We've only got two more to do. One was landing, which is that one, and the other one shouldn't be too far behind perhaps. And then we're all upgraded. We've got the brand new planes. There we go. You're taking off, and I may fast forward it then for the final one, get that replaced, and that'll be the one we take off on. Depends how long it takes for him to get around. Right, you come in to CT01. Is that cargo terminal 1? And then we've got hangar 1. Yep, that's probably what that means. Right then, in you come. Get you changed over. I mean, we don't have to do this too often, do we? Oh, pause it there. I nearly missed it. Manage vehicle. And we'll get you replaced with that. Hopefully we haven't messed up. Nope, you're going to take the full amount. Where's our other plane? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, these newer ones don't take long at all, do they? That's good to see. Right, you're going to take off. You are hopefully going to land. Please claim the runway. It's taking the same flight path. These might not take the same flight path. I'm going to say not. Please claim the runway. Claim the runway. Are you going to land? Don't go on that runway. Stay there, Mr. 7. There we go. Lovely. We don't have a tower, do we? Oh, yeah, we do. We do have a tower. It's up there. Can you sit in the tower? That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? No, I guess you could get this camera doing it. Can you get in there? It doesn't look pleasant though, but I mean technically we're looking out the tower window from there. There we go. We'll hit play. Oh, you can get rid of this X if you've got it in camera mode. You can get rid of those, and then Alt G, and there we go. We're in the tower. Lovely. Right, you're going to take off, are you? Yep. This is the one we're going to ride then. Let's get out of this camera mode. Last hug. That's what this is. It's the last hug. And we'll have bigger, faster planes. Right, in you come. So we can swap you over and get on board. And that'll be a good place to end it. We'll fly over all of our goodies. We'll get this loaded, and when it turns around we'll get on board. Otherwise our faces are going to be in that building and not pleasant. There we go. Lovely. Guys, that's been an episode. We're leaving Cargo Terminal 1. 18 units of plastic on board to take over the river. Over a couple of rivers. And there, is that a plane coming in already? That was quick, wasn't it? Goodness me. It is taking a different path, so we'll tidy that up. I love all these lights. Are we going to get clearance? That's a bit mean. I think he's got to do a fly around now. Depends. Floor it. Get up in the air. There we go. Oh, another one landed. I didn't even notice, guys. I didn't even notice that one landed. Well, that didn't take long for these to get here. We might even be able to get away with one less. Depends. They might spread themselves out a little bit better. But we're up. We're up in the air. And I could probably almost leave you with a full flight on this one. I mean, we're going to get up to, hopefully get up to over 300 miles an hour. Pretty impressive. We're going to, yeah, we're going to slowly turn around and then aim for the other airport. Into the abyss. I would really love it if they had like a fake map heading off to the, just a texture heading off into the distance, so it doesn't look like you're on a tabletop. Although swings and roundabouts there, right? Because it does lean nicely towards the whole model railway aspect of it. And yeah, no, all right then. I'll take it. Although it could, couldn't it? It could mirror it off into the distance, same as Mashinki does. Anyway, I'm waffling. Guys, we're straightening up a little bit, are we? It almost looks like it's raining in the distance, doesn't it? I do like the clouds, the skybox. It looks lovely. That was an upgrade and a half for our airports. We'll see if we can somehow finagle them using 2 runways. I don't know how it works with airports. I really don't. So I'll be reading the comments if anybody knows. I'll toy with it a little bit before our next episode. And we've got some big cities on the map now, haven't we? We'll have to check on the numbers, yes, and then we'll go and check on our HQ next time, as well as how the new tram is doing. See if we can get above 62% for Aylsham and Lee's usage of our network. That'd be kind of cool if that happens. But yes, thoroughly enjoyed that one, guys. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.